Okay, I trained this guy for 2 years, and the first time in my life, I knew exactly, that's it. I knew exactly, this is exactly, let's say, the sector I want to work with. This is exactly my story, and suddenly, after, for almost 30 years, my life was completely puzzled. I had no idea what can I do with my life, where's my place, blah, blah, blah. No idea, and suddenly I knew, that's it. And you know, the good part of the story is that for a long, long time, you don't know what you are doing. You are just entering from one step to the other and doing and fulfilling, and the papa says, the mama says, and the friend does, and so on and so on. You want to impress, yesterday we talked about the girlfriends, you want to impress, of course, the girlfriends, and. But then, in a moment, when you look back, suddenly it has a very, very compelling logic. And every piece suddenly fits and creates a certain chain. Okay, 2 years training of this blind guy. Matthias is his name. We are still in a quite frequent contact. He's not anymore handsome, not anymore so such handsome, but it's a matter of age, or has another beauty, inner beauty maybe. Okay, anyhow, he is now working at the radio station, still working, and he opened my eyes. And knowing or becoming aware about the situation of blind people in Germany, that they have really not a chance to find a position in society. They can become, okay, telephone operators, some, let's say, physical therapists, and if you have luck, then maybe you become a lawyer. But that's it. In fact, there is not, let's say, a spectrum of working occasions. And I said, wow, but why? Why society is such unfair? Why people who are different are just excluded, and there is a lack of creativity that it's a society, or let's say the working force, seems to be unable, I think, to use the talents and to use the potential that blind people can just live like you and me. But okay, then the big question, how? Why is easy? Yesterday we have to ask all the time is the question why. I think it's more important to ask you how. And then, how it happens, suddenly it was completely clear. Suddenly it was completely clear that we have to turn off the light, and then the blinds are the sighted ones, and the sighted people are blind. Very simple. And out of my studies about the Eastern Jewishness and Eastern Jewish philosopher, I kept just one sentence. But this sentence is very, very important for me because it's, let's say, the essence of what we are trying to do. It is the only way to learn is by encounter. And I guess this is one of the motivations why Ada and her team set this event up, why she created it. I think to give you a chance, I think to meet people who made their story, who can share with you their story, who can maybe share their hesitations and share their doubts. It is quite common. All right, this was the first part, how I came up with the idea. Second part, you know, actually I'm invited to summits. I meet so-called real business people. And after the second glass of wine, people start talking. And then I said, okay, what are you doing? Yes, I'm doing Dark in the Dark. What's that? Yes, an exhibition, and we are doing workshops in complete darkness, and we employ blind people, 30 countries, 6,000 blind people employed, more than 6 million brains were washed through this, let's say, scenario. Interesting. And then, okay, then he asked me how he came up. I give him the short story, very short story. And then he comes here, but tell me how you can, are you a non-profit organization? I said, no, we are not a non-profit organization. We are a no-loss organization. So that means our main goal is not to make money. Of course, we need money, no honey. That means clearly saying we need money, but not from the state and not through donations. So we are, how to say, maybe ambitious enough to think, okay, with a match, with a blend of the best side of the business world and, let's say, and the social drive, we can really bring social change and this is maybe the reasons why I'm here. Okay, back to the cocktail party, third glass of wine. How you can live from that, yes, okay, we are selling, we have a consultation package, so we are going to other countries, now Hong Kong or Japan or Korea or whatever, and then our blind consultants, two of them are here, Antonio and Daniela, teach and torture now the Chinese blind community in order to become guides or trainers. And then when the exhibition is open, then our partners are kindly invited to give us a license fee. That's a business model. And then, you know, it happens like this, that suddenly I feel like a monkey who peels a banana and can speak. This is the reaction how real businessmen are looking at me. They can, simply saying, not assume, they cannot imagine that somebody wants to buy darkness, sell darkness, 1 kilo darkness, 2 kilo darkness. Who wants to buy darkness? And of course, out of, let's say, the stereotypes and the prejudices and the lack of interest and the lack of, let's say, the lack of knowledge, lack of creativity, nobody wants to employ blind people. But, and this is the good news, when people ask me, but what is now the biggest and the most important success in your life? I all the time say, I'm alive. I am alive. Since 22 years, I'm selling darkness and convince people to think twice, to think different, and to employ disabled people. Well, Dialogue in the Dark now is grown up. So we have quite, let's say, we gave the proof that this model is working. We found, luckily, fantastic people who believed in the mission, who believed in the concept, who believed us, and gave their own passion to bring Dialogue in the Dark now to Hong Kong or to China or to Japan or wherever. So I think one of the, let's say, most important factors of success is definitely to have, let's say, a certain instinct and a certain, let's say, openness towards the other. You know, coming to China was not an easy chat. You know, everybody, oh, China, the tiger, and everybody, emerging market, and 1.7 billion people, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know how many millions of blind people are here, huge market potential, forget it. I think you have to really find one person. Only one person is needed. And this is, of course, let's say, a certain, how to say, there is no strategy behind. It comes out of the sudden. It happens by out of accident or destiny or whatever. And I was invited by Ashoka. Ashoka is a network of social entrepreneurs, and the previous speaker from the microfinance sector mentioned Mohamed Yunus, who is one of the, let's say, of course now hallmarks and one of the, let's say, heroes of social entrepreneurs. I was invited by Ashoka to come to Hong Kong and to tell my story, why and how. And out of this congress, I had a chance, I think, to meet KK Tzu and Patrick Chong, and they tried, I think, to understand what can be done and how it can be done, that this concept, which was somehow successful, can be, let's say, implemented and to bring change to China. When now, back to the cocktail party, the guy suddenly understands that I'm not a monkey and I can speak, I can peel the banana. Then suddenly he said, I got it, it's a franchise system. I said, yes, sort of. But it is not a franchise system, it's a friendchise system. Everything is based on human relation. Everything is based on trust. Everything is based on mutual respect, and everything is based on openness towards the otherness. If you don't do that, you will never, out of my perspective, you will never succeed, I think, to spread out your ideas. Now in Hamburg, we are now 10 years on one place. And this was the first time that we could give the proof that Dialogue in the Dark is not, let's say, a one-night stand. Dark in the Dark is definitely something which have a chance, I think, to really to change the mindset, to change the society in a city. The red light means I have to stop? Yeah? Red light means 1 minute. Thank you. Okay, we gave the proof that it works. And this is maybe, okay, I will stop here. It's okay. Thank you very much.